Hello. Um, I just wanted to make a quick review. Well, it's not a review. It's you can find reviews about this guy, this figure, all over YouTube, and I'm not gonna show you how to transform it or anything because you probably seen this in many other channels, and they're pretty good actually. But I just want to show you what I've done to it. Nothing very drastic, but like my figures to look a little bit more accurate to either in robo mode or car mode. So what I do, I usually try to somehow accomplish the look of the real thing. Well, the car mode or truck mode and the real thing, and the robo mode, the CGI version of it, which is usually more accurate. Anyways, so car mode, this guy came with no Ferrari logos, and we get it why. So I kind of print out a few. They didn't come out pretty good, but as you can see, somehow they work out. They work for this car. Now, the rear window, I noticed, well, it's a little bit chipped out because of the transformation. So it kind of, this piece kind of hits this area, and this piece hits this area. So it's a little frustrating because it kind of looked pretty good when I did it. All I did is added some clear smoke paint, and they worked out. It actually looks almost like the rest of the window. But when you look at it from far, I mean, it's not that bad. Also, I painted this two pieces which were gray, and I know they do chipped out a little bit eventually as you keep transforming the figure, but it's not as bad. It's okay, and I'd rather have it like this than having to look at a great piece. Same thing here. This one actually is pretty bad. This, I use a 3D pen to fill the empty holes there, because really this hole had no meaning, like no purpose. There were just empty holes, and when you transform the figure, they really serve no purpose. So I felt like they needed to be refilled. So I did, but you know, once you I kind of shave it a little bit with sandpaper, and maybe that ruined the shine a little bit. I might redo it, but I don't know. Now, this on the sides, I tried to fill up this area, and that one came off. This one, it stay on. With a 3D pen, it kind of moves around a bit, but it doesn't come off. But the other side did. It's not so bad. Now, this is what I did. Now you see it. Now, that works. And it does work in RoboMo as well. It doesn't, the lights and the battery and the switch do not get in the way of transformation. Now, as you can see at the bottom, one of the hands are sticking down a little farther than the other one, and that's because the battery, it's right under the hand. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get something so I can point it out a little bit better. Okay, let me see. the battery is down there. You see it? So the switch is there. So the hands, everything is fine. On this passenger side is fine because there's nothing gets on the way. And on the driver's side, it's sticking down a little bit more, mostly because of the battery, like I said. But it's not a no big deal because it still clears when you put it down. You know, it doesn't touch the floor or anything. Now, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, the wheels, they're not originals. Let me see. The wheels are, where did I put those things? Let me see. Now, these are the original wheels that came with the figure art. These are the wheels. The one that seems to be smaller than the other. The front wheels are smaller than the rear. And I didn't like them because they really look too small for the vehicle mount. Too small, too thin, whatever you want to call it. If you like it, great. I don't. I really like my vehicles to look pretty much like the real thing, as much as possible, obviously. If not, it's fine. Now, the wheels, I got it from a 124 scale car that I found. They were pretty cheap, actually, at Hobby Lobby. So all I did is reuse the wheel, but there's a lot of trimming. You have to trim them a lot to make sure that they do fit. Same thing in the front, especially the front, because this turns to be the feet. So these wheels are at the bottom, so they need a lot of clearance. So make sure they kind of are flush with the car. The front wheels, make sure they're flush with the car as much as possible. I mean, I got them as close to the fender as possible. Now, if you can do more, great. No, I didn't want to keep going because I felt like they'll be too skinny. Now, the tires, I used the same tires that came with the original figure, and they actually worked out better because when you take off the tires from these wheels, which are from the original figure, you put them on these wheels from a 124 scale car. You have to stretch them out a little bit because obviously these wheels are bigger, but since they're stretching, then your tires get skinnier and they do fit better on the car. So as you can see, it does work for vehicle mode. And on vehicle mode, I didn't do much besides everything I've shown. Like I said, the lights are one of the things I try to add lights to my figures as much as possible, as long as I can transform it. If I cannot transform it and because I need to add lights, then I don't do it. I just leave it alone. But if I know I can, then I'll try and I'll do it. And honestly, it looks pretty good. Now, I might try to do tail lights, but they might be a little bit difficult. If I do, I'll post it up and I'll show you how I did it. Now, the hands. Yeah, I just wanted to show this. Now, let's turn this off. Now, this just came off. I'm going to put this back on. That was just an add-on. Most because that's what I wanted to do, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. Now, let's do this real quick. Also, I repainted the whole thing because I wanted it to look mostly like I said, like the figures that we usually see on the screen. I do like seeing that, and I want to replicate these figures as much as possible to what we see on the screen. I don't like leaving them the way you buy them because sometimes there's room for improvement always. But it's your stuff. You can do whatever you want. You can leave them alone or not. Now, the hands. And if you notice, I don't know if any of you notice this. They are not the original hands. Now, oh, by the way, yeah, that's how I run my wires and my battery and my switch. If y'all wanna look and replicate, it's pretty easy. And like I said, the only thing that gets in the way is the battery. But this hand really, all it does is just sticks out a tiny bit more at the bottom. And it's no big deal because you can barely tell that it's sticking that down a little bit farther than the other hand. I think you should do it if you could. So it's not hard. Just I'll show you that again so you can do it yourself if you need to. Or if you want to, I mean. The battery size is, let's see if we can see it there. It's a CR 1220, I think. Is that what it says? Yeah. Now, let's get back to this and let's see. Hopefully you guys can do it. Now, the hands. As you can see, every single finger moves individually, right? Because your original figure doesn't come with this. It comes with a hand that doesn't have articulated fingers. It just have a thumb, I think, that it moves around. Yeah. So what I did to get that was from this figure. Some of you recognize this as I think it's an Alien Attack figure. So what I did is just I took the hands off of this figure, and what's funny is it fits. It does fit on the Unique Toys figure. All you gotta do is just remove the pin. Push the pin out, and if you don't know how to take the pin out, all you gotta do is just use a what do you call this? Man, I can't remember the name of this thing. Yeah, whatever. Soldering iron. Yeah, there you go. Well, you'll see it. Just use that with the tiniest the version of it, whatever. So you push the pin out, then all you gotta do is take the hand off of this guy and replace it. Now the only thing is the thumb, it uses a ball joint. Now the ball joint for this hand is too small. It's not that too small, but a tiny bit small. Tiny bit small. All you gotta do is just add some hot glue, let it dry, and then put it on. And if it still doesn't work, add some more until it gets tighter and tighter, And that's what I did. And it works out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it falls off if you push too hard on it, or if you make the wrong movement. You put too much pressure on it. Yeah, it might pop off. But hey, what ball joint doesn't pop off when you put too much pressure on it? Am I right or not? And yeah, so, and that's mostly for the hands, the lice. There's nothing special down here on the arms or anything like that. So everything is still the same, just like your. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I did something actually. There. This one right here. I seen pictures of the statues, maybe from 3A or something like that. No. I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, they look pretty good, and I like it. So all I did is just I use also a soldering iron, heat it up. These things are. Oh my goodness, let me see. See, I went to Hobby Lobby, got a bunch of these tiny little gears. You all probably can find these things. As you can see, you find the size that you need and just add that on there. Before you do it, just make sure you clear everything, and that's exactly what I did. So things clear and nothing gets on the way. Transformation is perfect, and all you do is put it on there, add some glue first, and then heat it up. Let the plastic melt, and it will stick pretty well to this metal piece. And that's it. It won't go nowhere. And what else? That's it. Oh, then there's not much to see on the back. Need to add some Ferrari metallic logos on this. I just need to buy those. And what else? And just, oh yeah, here. What I did is I refill this area. If you happen to have one of these figures and you look at this area on your figure, there's a giant hole right here. So I didn't like that. So I use some of this. I don't know the name of it, but you'll figure it out. It's plastic. Obviously, you can find this Hobbytown. I think Hobby Lobby maybe, but mostly Hobbytown. And you glue that on there, and then keep going and shave it. Use a sandpaper and give it some shape, and also keep testing to make sure it clears when you transform. And this clears pretty well. So this is the only two things I added right here on the ties. Then back here I added this piece also the same thing with the same plastic. I can't remember the name of it. If I do, probably can't pronounce it anyways. So I might as well just show you. That's what these plastics are. And well, you already see some details there. Same thing. I went to Hobby Lobby, got some of this jewelry accessories that you can find, like where they sell this earrings and things like that. And you can see, you can see them right there. I'm moving around. So that's what that is. That's what that is right there. So you just add that. Same thing. You can glue and heat, because if you don't heat it with this, they might come off. So it's just some small details I just wanted to add to, so the figure looks a little bit more accurate. And here I added this same thing with the same amount of those jewelry pieces. Now this one just came off, but I can put it back on. It's no big deal. And that's mostly what I've done with this. Now, and if you want to see, I got one short when I show him, where I show this guy transform already. But yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to show you. Well, anyways, you got any, this video is just too long now. You got any questions, just you can post and let me know.